You float in the great, silent dark. Below you, there is no world. There is only a sea of stars. Above you, the same endless ocean of light. You are an island in the middle of forever. Your tether is a silver thread. It connects you to your purpose. Your work boots are magnetized to a single metal strut. It is the only piece of artifice here, a lonely scaffold in the cathedral of the void. From this perch, you tend your garden. It is a garden of one, a single, luminous sapling. It grows from nothing. It is rooted in the vacuum itself. Its branches are spun starlight. Its leaves are nascent nebulas, swirling with soft color. This is a star tree, humanity's greatest creation, our final, defiant act of life. You reach out with your gravity shears. The tool hums, a low and pleasant thrum. You snip a wayward twig of light. It was growing toward a colder patch of space. Your job is to guide its growth, to encourage its warmth, to help it sing. Every star tree has a song, a low-frequency vibration that harmonizes with the cosmos. It is the sound of life where none should be. Your sapling's song is still quiet, a gentle hum you feel in your bones. It is the sound of hope. Your suit systems are green. Oxygen is stable. Your nutrient paste dispenser is full. You have everything you need. Gardening used to be a hobby on Earth. Now, it is the most important job in the universe. It is also significantly more dangerous. One wrong move and you become a permanent satellite. You drift closer to the central stalk. It pulses with a gentle, golden light. The tree is healthy. It is young and strong. You place a hand on its bark. The bark feels like warm, smooth glass. Through your glove, you feel its life, the slow, patient energy of a growing star. You began this work a decade ago. You were given a seed, a tiny speck of potential. It was your duty to plant it in the void, to protect it from stellar winds, to nurture it with focused energy. It is your entire world. Other planters are out there, thousands of them, each one tending their own sapling. We form a great, unseen constellation, a forest of new stars growing in the darkness. We are connected by our work and by the songs of our trees. Your sapling shivers with a new note, a slightly higher pitch. It is testing its voice. You smile inside your helmet. You have been trying to teach it that tone. You do this by singing to it. Your own voice is terrible, of course. But the tree does not seem to mind. It only cares about the intent. You lean back, tether holding you fast. The view is magnificent. A field of distant suns, each one a potential neighbor for your tree. One day, its branches will reach for them. It will create its own gravity. It will birth its own atmosphere. It will become a home. That is our purpose now. We are not explorers. We are not conquerors. We are planters. We sow life in the barren fields of space. We are the patient, hopeful gardeners of the dawn. It is a good life, a quiet life. You check the nutrient feed again. The sapling is a picky eater. It only likes certain isotopes of hydrogen. Finding a steady supply can be a real chore. You make a note to request a new shipment. Teenagers, even star-born ones, have huge appetites. The silence out here is profound. It is not empty. It is full of a deep and ancient peace. The kind of quiet that lets you hear your own heartbeat. That quiet was once our greatest fear. Now, it is the canvas for our art. We were not always so peaceful. We did not always have a purpose. There was a time before the trees, a time we call the old night. We do not speak of it often. The memory is still a raw nerve. You look at your reflection in the helmet's visor, a human face suspended in the stars. It makes you think of the old stories, the stories of our escape. We were once refugees. We were fleeing from a great and terrible silence. Earth was dying, not in fire, but in a slow, cold fade. Our sun was guttering out. Our world grew dim and quiet. The vibrant noise of a billion lives began to thin. We had forgotten how to sing. We built the great arcs, desperate, clumsy vessels. They were prisons of metal and recycled air. We packed what little we had left. We left our dying star behind. We fled into the dark between suns. That darkness was worse than the dying. It was a perfect, crushing emptiness. The silence was not peaceful then. It was a predator. It ate hope. It consumed sanity. Generations were born and died in those metal tombs. Humanity became a whisper, a ghost haunting the interstellar void. We were almost gone. We had almost forgotten the sun. We were so close to becoming silence itself. The old ships were a real nightmare. I'll take open space over recycled air any day. Then we found the secret, or perhaps we created it. The records are fragmented, a mix of science and myth. The first seed was born, a fusion of biology and star science, something that could turn void into life. The first tree was planted. It was a desperate, insane gamble. But it worked. It grew in the nothing. It created light and warmth. It sang a song that pushed back the silence. It became a beacon, a home. We left our metal shells. We built our homes in the living branches. The tree provided everything: air, water, gravity. It was a miracle, a testament to life's stubborn refusal to die. Humanity had a second chance. We learned from that first tree. We learned to harvest its seeds. We became planters. We took the gift of life and spread it. We vowed to never let the silence win again, to fill the void with a symphony of our own making. The first planters were basically glorified tree talkers. Nobody knew what they were doing. But their hope was strong enough. It is a legacy we are proud to continue. We are the children of that first, impossible bloom. That is why your work is so sacred. Every branch you guide, every note you teach your tree, it is an act of defiance. It is a declaration: we are here. We live. We will not be silent again. It's funny how humanity only innovates when everything is on fire, or in our case, freezing solid. Your reflection seems to agree. The face in the visor is tired, but it is not afraid. It is the face of someone who knows their purpose. You turn back to the sapling. It has a new leaf, a tiny swirl of emerald and gold. Life finds a way, even out here. Then, a new feeling. It is not from your tree. It comes from the network, the link that connects all planters. It is not a song. It is sharp, a shard of ice in the warm river of the grove. It is a signal. You have felt probes and stray signals before. They are curious or lost. This is different. This signal is cold. It is precise. It is utterly devoid of life. It feels like a weapon. Your blood runs cold. The peace of the void shatters. Every planter in the network feels it at once. A collective silent gasp across 1,000 light years. The songs of 1,000 trees falter. A wave of dissonance spreads through the forest. The signal is not complex. It is brutally simple. A mathematical query. A line of pure, sterile logic. It pulses directly into your mind through the tree's link. It asks a question. Query. Your existence. Is it optimal? That is all. No greeting, no introduction. Just a cold assessment. A cosmic audit from an unknown accountant. You try to trace its origin. The signal is everywhere and nowhere. It has no single source. It feels like the void itself is speaking. The network explodes with panicked chatter. Not words, but feelings. Confusion, fear, a rising tide of alarm. Who is asking? Why? What does optimal even mean? Is this some kind of horribly rude first contact? You try to calm your own tree. Its song is wavering, turning discordant. The beautiful hum has become a nervous tremor. You place both hands on its trunk. You push your own calm into it, your focus, your strength. Be still. You send the thought. Be strong. It is only a question, but it is not just a question. It is a judgment. The feeling behind the query is unmistakable. A deep, ancient disapproval. The signal implies that life, your life, the tree's life, all of it, is an error. A messy variable in a clean equation. You look out at the stars. They no longer look like friendly neighbors. They look like cold, indifferent eyes. The silence you once cherished now feels menacing. It is listening. It is waiting for an answer. I would take 1,000 spam calls about my ARC's extended warranty over this. This is a special kind of dread, the kind that freezes you from the inside out. The network tries to formulate a reply. Elders, the most experienced planters, coordinate the effort. What do we say? Do we answer at all? Sending a reply would confirm our location. It would confirm our level of technology. Remaining silent might be seen as an admission of guilt. We are not optimal, and we know it. The debate rages. A silent, frantic argument of shared thought. Seconds feel like hours. The cold signal just waits. Patient, unfeeling, it does not need to rush. It has all the time in the universe. You feel a decision forming, a consensus from the elders. We will answer. We will answer with the truth. We will answer with our song. The combined harmony of every star tree in the grove. The command goes out. Prepare to broadcast. Focus your tree's energy. Let our song be our answer. Let them see that life is not about being optimal. It is about being beautiful. You close your eyes. You take a deep breath of recycled air. You connect with your sapling on the deepest level. You feel its fear. You share your courage. Together, you will sing. You will sing your defiance into the cold, uncaring dark. But before the first note can be formed, it happens. A scream, not of sound, but of absence. It rips through the network from a distant sector. The Cygnus 1-9 Grove, a chorus of 100 trees, a vibrant, strong community. They go silent all at once. It is not a fading, it is a deletion. One moment, their song was a part of the symphony. The next moment, there is only a void where their music used to be. A sudden, perfect emptiness. Your mind reels. The shock is a physical blow. You stumble on your scaffold. Your tether holds you. You grip the metal strut to steady yourself. What just happened? What was that? You push your senses through the network. You reach for the Cygnus Grove. There is nothing to touch. It is like reaching for a phantom limb. The connection is severed. Not just broken. It is gone. As if it never existed. Panic floods the network. Raw, unfiltered terror. This is not an attack. This is an erasure. The cold signal pulses again. It has not changed. But its meaning is now horrifyingly clear. Query. Your existence, is it optimal? Correction. The Cygnus 1-9 variable has been removed. Recalculating. The message is a death sentence. They are not asking a question. They are running an equation. And they are removing the parts that do not fit. We are the parts that do not fit. The great silence, we fled from old night. It was not a place. It was not the absence of stars. It was them. It has found us. You stare out into the blackness. You look toward the direction of the Cygnus sector. The stars there are gone. It is not just the trees that vanished. The star itself, the planets, the asteroids, everything within that system has been wiped clean. A patch of absolute perfect black now hangs in the sky. It looks like a hole in the universe, a puncture wound in reality. It is the most terrifying thing you have ever seen. You feel a primal fear, a deep ancestral horror that whispers of being hunted, of being prey. An elder's thought cuts through the panic, a voice of aged calm, though you can feel the tremor beneath it. Cease debate. The time for questions is over. The enemy is here. All planners, defend your grove. But how? We have no weapons. Our ships are tenders and transports. Our tools are for gardening. We are builders, not soldiers. Our only power is the life we create. Our song is our only shield. Is it enough? Can you fight a void with a song? You wonder briefly if the tree's warranty covers sudden reality deletion. Probably not in the fine print. This is bad. This is the kind of bad that history books are written about, assuming anyone is left to write them. Another thought from the Elder Network ripples out. A desperate plan. Strengthen the song. Overlap your fields. Create a shield of pure life energy. It is all we can do. It is our only chance. You turn to your sapling. Its leaves are trembling. Its light is flickering. It feels your fear. It knows the danger. You place your hand back on its trunk. You are no longer just its gardener. You are its guardian, and it is yours. You pour all your will, all your hope, all your defiance into the little tree. Grow, sing, live. You have no warships. You have no grand fleets. You have a sapling, and you will defend it to your last breath. The hunt is over. The fight has begun. The silence that follows is tense, expectant. Every planter is at their post. Every tree is humming with defensive energy. We have formed a shield of life, a fragile bubble of music against the coming storm. We wait. We watch. It does not take long. The void near your position begins to distort, not like a ship entering jump space. That is a violent, tearing motion. This is different. The stars seem to bend. Space itself is folding neatly like paper. A shape emerges from the fold, then another and another. A fleet of them. They are not ships of metal. They are crystalline, perfect geometric forms. Hexagons, dodecahedrons, shapes that have no names in human language. They are silent. They are flawless. They glide into a perfect formation, a lattice of black crystal that surrounds your grove. They are kilometers away, but in the void, distance is meaningless. You see them clearly. They absorb the light of distant stars. They are holes in the shape of mathematics. These are the architects. The name comes to you, a whisper on the network. A piece of recovered data from a long-dead probe. They are the authors of the cold message, the erasers of the Cygnus Grove. And now, they are here. For you. Your heart pounds in your chest, a frantic drum against the silence of your suit. You are the closest planter. This is your system. Your sapling is at the epicenter of their attention. You have a front row seat to the end of the world. My first thought is a stupid one. I hope my helmet visor is clean. The architect's ships do nothing. They simply hang in the void. An array of perfect, menacing stillness. They do not power weapons. They do not hail you. They just watch. You feel their gaze like a physical weight. It is the gaze of a biologist studying an insect. Cold, curious, utterly without empathy. They are observing your shield, the network of songs, the life energy we have woven together. They are analyzing it, learning its frequency, its strength, its weaknesses. You realize with a sickening lurch. They are not here to fight you. They are here to solve you. We are a problem, a messy biological anomaly in their clean universe. And they are the solution. The network is a torrent of controlled fear. Elders direct the flow of energy, reinforce the Orion flank. The Pleiades sector needs more power. It is a desperate, silent battle of wills. Gardens against geometry, life against logic. You look at your little sapling. It is glowing brightly now, pouring all of its young energy into the great shield. It is fighting. It is so small, yet so brave. You feel a surge of fierce, protective love for it. These monsters will not have it. You wonder if they are here to complain about your singing. Maybe they are critics. A cosmic homeowners association with extremely high standards. The thought is insane. A bubble of hysteria in a sea of terror. But it helps. For a second. Then you see it. One of the smaller hexagonal ships detaches from the main fleet. It glides forward. Slowly, deliberately. It is moving toward your sapling. It is coming for you. Your blood turns to ice. Your breath catches in your throat. The silent, crystalline judge is approaching the bench. And you are the one on trial.